All right, pure stock to 55 cars. D.W. Henson out of Macon, Georgia. That's on the inside of row 1. Right beside him is going to be the 12B. That's Justin Bridges. Justice Bridges. All row 2, the 113. That's Ridge McCoy. Ridge McCoy out of Sandersville, Georgia. On row 2, right beside him is going to be 17M of Brandon McDaniel out of Macon, Georgia. Row 3 is going to be the 13 car, Kyle Smith out of Clanton, Alabama. Right beside him is going to be the 12T. That's going to be Trey Barnes. Trey Barnes out of Iredell, Georgia. The 09 car, that's going to be Dustin Deeman, a D9 out of Oglethorpe, Georgia. The Lefford in the 17. That's going to be Clarissa Lefford out of Glenwood, Georgia. And 73, Kevin Rich out of Livonia, Georgia. And the John Deere Green. And the 22C on the track is Blake Cooper out of Phoenix City, Alabama. So that's the way they'll line up for their pure stock 25-lap feature race here for the Alabama State Championship race. We're getting ready, getting them all lined up, getting a little warm, their tires up, and we'll get racing underway here for the 46th annual Alabama State Championship race, pure stock feature race. Coming up next, the National Late Model Supercar Series. National Late Model Supercar Series is coming up next. National Late Model Supercar Series is coming up next. So make sure you make plans to be here. Had a surprise visitor come up here earlier this morning. Didn't know she was coming, but she came up here and surprised me, waving from me downstairs and waving up here and come up here. And maybe she'll come back before they leave tonight. So appreciate everybody being here with us. Good crowd here this weekend. And concession stand is still open. Still got good hot food, cold drinks in the concession stand. All right, get ready to go green. Will Dykes is going to give them the signal to go. 1 to go before we go green. 1 to go this time by 3 leaders. For the field goes green. 1 to go this time by 1 to go. I cannot remember us ever having this many flagmen at an event. But it's good to see these kids out here having a good time. Zach down there got him a very emotional victory lane photo. Took him with Brianna Vanette a minute ago. History being made. And got a trophy given to him last night by the Georgia Nightmare, J.J. Garrett. So, all right, here they come. Green flags in the air. We're underway.
All right, Joe Kelly has stepped away. Michael Patton for a few moments. Right now we're getting ready for, I believe it is the Pure Stock feature. And on the jump, it's D.W. Henson on the early going. He'll jump out to the early lead to the outside lane. To the bottom comes Justin Bridges. They'll stay single file. Top 5 all single file as they go to the outside lane. Back to turn 1. 13 trying to make something work on the top of Kyle Smith as they exit 2.
Yeah, Kyle Smith in that 13 car trying to do something on the 113 of Ridge McCoy. Here they come out of turn 4. Your leader, D.W. Henson, in the 55 car. Followed by Justin Bridges, Brandon McDaniel, your top 3. D.W. Henson going over in turn 1 and 2, coming down the back straightaway. Justin Bridges in that 12B. Right behind him, here comes the 17 of Brandon McDaniel, closing the gap between him and the second place machine of Justin Bridges coming out of 4.
Back to the line in the early going here of this event. And this race is only going to be, I guess we're saying it's a 10-lap feature?
No, it's supposed to be 25 laps. I don't know what the deal is. We need to find out what's going on.
Oh, it's 25 laps. Okay. Timing and scoring is showing 7, but it's actually going to be 25. They're going to come across the line. And it is still going to be D.W. Henson out in front. Justin Bridges second. Brandon McDaniel sits in third. Everybody staying off the corner to turn 2 to the back straightaway. How about John Deere Green? Mr. Rich
Kevin Rich, and that's 73 out of Livonia.
Yes, sir.
Super nice fellow. D.W. Henson into 55, taking them down into turn one as your leader.
Oh, hold on, Kevin. John Deere Green goes around on a hot September day.
Clarissa,
and the caution's out.
Clarissa.
I was trying to copy Joe Diffie.
Yeah. John Deere Green. Kevin Rich turns around in turn two.
Who do you call a caution on? Rich spun in two, and the 17 hit the wall here. Clarissa Ledford.
Clarissa Lefford hits the wall up here in the front straightaway in the 17 car. So.
We be under caution.
So.
Well, you know, Michael Patton, we're right now 5:30 on this Sunday afternoon. I am thinking that probably right before nightfall, we will have the super late model main event. That's probably going to change the complexion of the race for those that might have set up their cars for daytime conditions. Clarissa Ledford just, practicing donuts, I guess, on the front straightaway. Hey, mind you, by the way, want to throw this out there. Got the big race this weekend, the Alabama State Championship weekend. We've also got the Georgia State Championships at Livonia Speedway coming up on October the 19th, 20th, and 21st at Livonia Speedway in Georgia. On that same weekend as well, Sonoya Raceway in Sonoya, Georgia. We'll be having I think it's the Outlaw Showdown, and that'll be coming up for 3 big days of racing on the 19th, 20th, and the 18th, 19th, 20th. October 18th, 19th, and 20th. That'll be a Thursday through Saturday show. The 3rd annual showdown at Sonoya Raceway. And, of course, big shows, including super late models. 4,000 to win, 6,000 to win. A whole bunch more going on as well. So that'll be the 3rd annual showdown at Sonoya. The showdown, October 18th, 19th, and 20th. Saw some people down there, and they said, would I give them a plug for the race? I told them that I would. You're welcome, guys. I know Eddie Massey, Mays Massey and Company would like to invite you all out there to Sonoya Raceway. That'll be coming up in October, Michael Patton. And I have to give props to Sonoya Raceway. I've only announced there like a couple of times. First time I ever announced there was an asphalt track for the ASA Late Model Series. And that was horrible. I mean, they might have had maybe 100 fans in the stands for an asphalt race when we had the National ASA Series there. And then that was back in the early 2000s. Then they put dirt on it. Then they put that new gumbo. And since they put that gumbo on there. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I get to travel all over the country calling races. Sometimes this gumbo dirt just don't work. But whatever they've done with that gumbo dirt at Sonoya Raceway, they figured out a way to make it work. And it's so unique. It's unique. It's different than what's East Alabama. It's different than what you see at Livonia. It's different than what you'll see at Talladega. That Georgia gumbo clay is just so unique, and I promise you, if you've never been to Sonoya Raceway, give it a chance. Check it out. Definitely an experience if you go out there. And, of course, I know Mays Massey and all them invite you to that event. Livonia Speedway, again, coming up in October as well on the same weekend, too. D.W. Henson is out in front. Justin Bridges is in second spot. Brandon McDaniel third. Trey Barnes fourth, and Kyle Smith the top 5. And Michael, they plugged our race at Sonoya, so it's only right to pay respects to them and plug their big race too. And we're not going to be racing here either. We'll be back in November for the National 100. What's up, Dwayne? Keith is in the house. Dwayne is actually one of the announcers at Sonoya Raceway.
All right, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. D.W. Henson, your leader.
Justin Bridges, Brandon McDaniel, Trey Barnes, and Kyle Smith, the top 5. They're back at the Sunoco firing line. Green flag goes back in the air, and we're back for the restart here. 2 cars siding by side for second and third spot. They make their way to turn 2 on the back straightaway. D.W. Henson leading the way. Bridges, McDaniel, 1, 2, and 3. They'll all stay single file now. They'll come off the corner. This time by another lap of the board. Michael Patton will have 20. Now make it 19 to go. They're all single file on the outside lane for the lead. Back to turn 1. Not anymore. Bridges will peek to the inside of Henson, looking for the top spot off 2.
Justin Bridges looking to the inside of the 55 of D.W. Henson. Falls back in line right behind him. D.W. Henson still hanging on lead down the back straightaway to 12 car. Justin Bridges, Brandon McDaniel right there together. All three very close. Here they come out of turn 4. Trey Barnes right there in the catbird seat just watching it all right in front of him. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway.
No, come on. No, I'm talking about the... Oh, my God. This ain't that damn movie. It's a football movie.
Caution on the speedway.
He starts puking, you know you're in trouble. Plays quarterback. Yes, sir.
Caution on the speedway.
Well,
Dustin Deem at a D9.
Michael, I'll tell you what, D.W. Henson, man, he's got a strong race car, but Justin Bridges trying to make something work on the inside. I just wonder if he just waits patiently. Can he make it work? And Brandon McDaniel could be ready to strike like a cold cover to take it away from both of them if they slip for 1 and 2.
Well, I tell you, somebody else could be striking too. Is that 12 car Trey Barnes out of Iredell, Georgia? He's one of our locals. He usually races in here with our pure stock division each week. He's pretty hot and heavy. He probably could sneak in. He's a dark horse in this race too. So. Don't want to be nobody slipping up or anything.
So. We're in trouble now, Michael Patton. He has come back fully charged. Those are bad for you. You know that, right?
If you drink that drink in this building, we're going to get Dwayne Keith to escort you out of here.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. Green flags in the air. We're back underway.
Back for the restart.
Henson,
yes,
Justin
sir.
Bridges and Brandon McDaniel, your top 3.
Back to the green flag and on the restart to the back straight
you can
away.
Stand over here beside me, Joe. I ain't going to bite you, I promise.
D.W. Henson out in front. Justin Bridges in second. Brandon McDaniel third. National Late Model Supercar Series event is coming up next. Hey, and Michael and Joe, we found out. What the world? We found out what the deal was. We found out the deal of why Mark Whitener's not running the Super race. He don't want to risk messing the car up last night. He messed it up in the Super. I got to run for the points. I'm running in a championship battle with Dalton Cook and Travis Pennington. I'm going to run the National Late Model race and save it for the Super. I'll see how I do from there. Then I might race, but I'll do it from the tail. So
55 car is your leader. D.W. Henson, Justin Bridges, Brandon McDaniel. We got the streets, pure stocks on the track, and their feature race for 25 laps.
And the pure stock division back across the line. D.W. Henson on the outside lane. He'll change up moves now. He'll go from the outside now, go to the bottom. He'll carry Justin Bridges with him. McDaniel's there for third. There's single file. Couple of cars get together. 13 and 22. Kyle Smith, Blake Cooper. Damage on the right side of the 22. Will still stay green with sheet metal flying off the right side of that car as they go to 1.
We don't have nothing to do with what's going on that track. You're looking at the wrong folks.
Turn 2 to the back straightaway.
22, Blake Cooper, and a 13 car. Kyle Smith getting together. Sheet damage on Blake Cooper in the 22 car.
Yes, sir. Cross the line, 12 laps are remaining. We're halfway home. 13 down, 12 to go. McDaniel out in front. Wow, Michael, I just noticed the sheet metal rub, and he's got some damage for second spot. Looking for the lead. McDaniel to the inside. Trying to go for second on Bridges. Henson under attack for the lead, back to 1.
Yeah, D.W. Henson, your leader. Been your leader the whole way to the race. Brandon McDaniel been in the third spot. Now he's moved up to second. So here they come into 3.
Flapping sheet metal on the outside of that car. Got to wonder if he's going to have a fender rub. Right now, it's just a little sheet metal flapping in the breeze on the right front. He'll keep going, and McDaniel to make his move on the outside lane. He'll pounce on Henson for number 2 on the back straightaway. He's there. McDaniel, Michael Patton to the lead in turn 3.
Brandon McDaniel takes the lead in the 17 car. D.W. Henson and the 12 of Justin Bridges.
Hey, we got debris.